go where the youth are, and that was social media, to hold X spaces with them and talk to them. But that appears not to have worked very well, that now it's resorting to police action whenever they're not happy with a tweet online, where Kenyans express themselves. We saw what happened to Albert Ojwang. Now we're seeing the same happening to Diangui. Do you think this is paranoia by the state, that they are unable to contain discourse on social media?
Edimore, what I would say is that the state has a duty. And the duty for the state is to listen to the citizens. I believe that youth are Kenyan citizens by right, by birth. We have no two governments in this country. We have only a single government. If this government want to stay mute and they don't want to listen to youth, where do they want the youth to direct their grievances? The youth are in record. They are asking, and they give a set of their conditionalities when they spoke with the head of state. And if the head of state was serious enough, he could have taken action. But he assumed them. And he assumed that by way of muting them, in a route of extrajudicial killing them, he will silence them. I am telling you, this is just a time bomb. And we have just seen it in the last Wednesday demonstration. We have seen them in numbers and numbers. This tells them, even though you think that you have silenced them, they have just silently muted. But this is a time bomb. What the state should do is to keep watch and listen to what these young leaders are talking about. The young leaders are saying they are educated enough, but they are not seeing any serious threat in the government on where to package them. They are not seeing the hope of their future. They are saying the government is not serious enough. What the government is doing currently is only promising what we call export of skills. But here locally, they are doing nothing tangible to make sure that the youths are being adopted to positions of getting what we call jobs. And let me tell you, jobless is devil's workforce. Where do you want these youths to go? If these youths, if government is wise enough, those who are tutoring, you could have taken them and shown them where to work, but not to silence them. If you mute them, do you think that actually you can kill every other single tutor? Because you just extrajudicial kill 10 of them, 20 of them. What about million of them? Where do you take them? So I think the government has a serious duty. And the government promised to create jobs for youth. We need to see those jobs. The government promised to do what we call bottom-up. We want to see empowerment. And empowerment is what is not currently moving around haphazardly. The government should be serious in tackling issues touching Kenyans.
All right.
Youth has been very visibly talking about overburdening. The state is on a serious daily business of overtaxing Kenyans, making the donkey heavier and heavier. And this tells you what next. If the donkey is extraordinarily overburdened, then the obvious is that it will cripple. And Kenyans don't want to go that direction. And let me tell you, there is no way you can mute Kenyans from advocating their rights. Right. They have the freedom of expression. They have freedom to express themselves. Where do you, unless you bury the Constitution, and then you take us back to the old Constitution. But the current Constitution does not envisage anything out of the freedom. The freedom for everybody is entitled in this particular Constitution. The freedom to picket, the freedom to demonstrate, free demonstration is well taken care of. I don't think that brutality is anything to cure the thirsty. I think the light and what the government should start to do is to reason. Right. And after reasoning, taking action on where these young leaders are directing their anger to. Okay. But by way of muting them, this will not work, and it will just work for a day or two. But tomorrow is a time bomb.
Indeed, Article 33 of our Constitution guarantees the freedom of expression. It says every person has a right to freedom of expression, which includes freedom to seek, receive, or impart information or ideas, freedom of artistic creativity, and academic freedom, and freedom of scientific research. This is a discussion today. Where Kenyan youth, the extent to which Kenyan youth have gone in expressing themselves online and on social media become too much for this administration. Allow me to welcome Sabina Chege, nominated MP